Okay, guys. If you're watching this after the fact, I'm gonna do a dry run for the live stream. So I'm gonna do a workout. I've got about 40 minutes, and gonna do some foam roller and some chest and just some random stuff. But mainly just preparing for tomorrow. I'm gonna go live on Pump Fun, Arena, and YouTube. Use the foam roller to pop my back, and then to stretch out my lower back, I actually flip my legs over my head. So after I do that several times, usually like 4 to 6 times, then I do spinal twist. And I'm just basically just doing this and keeping my shoulders like to the ground basically. And then I do it on my stomach and I crisscross my legs, so that's called scorpion. So it's the same thing. And kind of keeping your chest more flat. So I'll put it up against this. And that's like scorpion, spinal twist. Then I go up into this position. I do these fire hydrants each side, and then I point my toe further up, do it like this. Then I stretch my IT band like this. So this is getting all along here, stretched out. And I go both sides, and I don't hold it like crazy. And then I kind of stretch out these areas as well. Stretch my calves a little bit. But yeah, that's just a quick on the treadmill. Get backward like this, and then I work with my feet like this. So I'm walking backwards. Some people walk backwards up hills, stuff like that, but basically I do that. That's part of my warm-up. And then another part of my warm-up is the knee over toe stuff. So I'll actually like put my knees over my toes, so I'm squatting like this, and then I do the whole thing with my leg like this to stretch my quad. But that's just like a quick warm-up that I even do if I'm going to do chest and upper body as well, even though I'm not doing like leg stuff, because I always feel like if my legs are somewhat warmed up, my knees are warmed up, it all kind of connects to my back, kind of your back and your hip flexors, and all this kind of interconnects. So I feel like even when you do squats, you have to engage your legs. So that's that. If you're kind of just jumping on, I'm doing a dry run for tomorrow, so I'm going through a quick workout. And then just testing the live stream, because tomorrow I'm going to go live on Pump Fun. And the Pump Fun ecosystem has kind of changed from what it was. So basically, like, people are getting fees for the trades for when people trade in and out of certain tokens, and you can get on there with tokens that were created, like, not necessarily on Pump Fund. So you can, it's more of a social platform now than just kind of pumping the tokens that were created on there. So my plan is to get on there, promote Xena, and kind of see what kind of traction. I mean, like there's not a crazy amount of streamers, and it seems like the ones that are staying consistent with Pump Fund, it seems like they are traction on there. So I do want to try that out for Xena. So basically, you know, again, like most memes, it round tripped, and you know, right now we're higher. The floor ended up being higher than the base 10 months ago. So now, like a lot of these memes, it's went up. And I mean, that was like a 30x, guys. Just realize that was a 30x. Xena was a 30x. So with the amount of eyeballs on Pump Fund right now for the amount of streamers, I think that's going to bid well for tomorrow. So we will get Xena out. But anyway, right now I'm just doing this quick workout to sort of do a dry run of that. So I go through a lot of shoulder mobility like that, and a lot of it's kind of prehab versus rehab. You'd like rather prehab than prehab versus rehab. You'd like rather prehab than rehab. Terrible connection in here, guys. This building's metal. So let's see here. Let's go over here. Do a little bit of tricep. Sometimes I actually like to do triceps and shoulders before I do chest, and you can kind of feel like your back and your shoulders are already warmed up when you do that. And sometimes I like to do incline before I do flat bench. I'll probably do that today because I more recently went heavier on flat. So I'm gonna do one more set of triceps. Okay, let's jump to incline. This connection is terrible. You guys are just tuning in. Tomorrow I am going to go live on Pump Fund, and I will have a better connection because I'm not going to be here. I just wanted to go through this. I need to get this workout in. The gym closes at 9 o'clock. So I'm just going to do light. Light, light, light. A lot of times I will get in a little bit of legs, even if I just do the leg press a bit. They say that if you, even on days where you're not necessarily hitting legs real hard, if you do some legs, that extra pressure on your legs and stuff can increase your testosterone. I do think there is truth to that. You're putting your legs under a load greater than your body weight. Okay. Let's see what else I can do. I'm actually going to do this. I always do a warm-up set of these because it's not really good to go behind your head like this. Your shoulders really have to be warmed up. Don't go behind your head like that if you have any kind of shoulder soreness. In my experience, doing incline bench, you're going to feel it in your shoulders more than you will flat bench or decline. So it's like you have to work into kind of light flat bench before you can do incline. And you've got to be able to do incline before you can do that behind the head pulls. That's just my experience. So let's see here.
I'm listening to TikTok songs right now. I listen to TikTok right now. Listen to BDP edit songs. You know what that is? I see it, bro. Yeah. Is this decline better? You do. Yeah. Ready?
Usually we'll warm up with 135.
Flex it, look like me. Try it. Up. Is it more inclined? Should I? Oh, now it's like. All right. It's that guy. Is the guy there? Wait, hold on. Is the guy there? Have you seen that? Wait, you're the girl that didn't share the huh? Ooh, I wonder if decline or incline hammers. What do we got?
Okay, so I'm up at 205, and I'm probably gonna end on 205 or 225, but just gonna kind of on my way up to sort of warm up. So I'll go for a set of 6. I started feeling my hamstring cramp when I was getting a leg engagement. I need more water. Okay, I'm done with that. I only got 4. But if you can do 225 once, they say you're in the upper 1 percentile of human strength and power for the world population. And my weight right now is around 222, so that's not like to get it once is anything major, but my rep PR for 225 on flat is 13, so it's not bad. And it was like around 225, so I was doing my body weight like 13 times. And my 1 rep max is 305. And I felt like I was within 2.5 pounds of getting 315. I never quite got it, and my pec felt strained. So that's been something that's haunted me, to not be able to get 315. But I don't use any wrist wraps or anything. And I am using regular grips. I do not recommend doing this. Some people do that suicide grip, which actually allows you to kind of keep your elbows in more. I don't recommend that. Guys, it'll slip out of their hands and they'll crush their rib cage. I don't recommend it. So I'm gonna hit some more biceps, but let me unrack this here. set up over here with the biceps. For these, I do bicep curls into shoulder press. And 40s are kind of my default. That's sort of like when I'm like strong, but I'm not like crazy strong. And if you guys remember, I blew this bicep tendon out, so it tore this away. But as far as structure goes, like I've got decent structure back. Tricep structure is there. So
You still on that? Yes, you are. It only takes 20.
So if you guys are just jumping on, I want to reiterate, if you're kind of jumping around on the video, that tomorrow I am going to go live on Pump Fun, YouTube, and the arena promoting Xena, because Pump Fun has sort of changed in a way. There's a lot more people kind of jump back on the live streams for Pump Fun. So there's a lot going on actually there. As far as the way the fee structure is over there, creators are getting kind of a kickback from all the transactions kind of going through there. So I am going to try that with Xena, and there should be quite a few eyeballs because I feel like there's less than a couple hundred streamers over there. So I'm sort of doing this as a dry run because I'm going to have like 3 different devices set up essentially. So if you're just popping in, do another set of biceps. I mean, as soon as I'm doing, got a phone call, another phone. As soon as I'm doing biceps, I'm doing triceps, and I've done chest and stuff like that, and I've done back, I feel extremely jacked. Just between those. So I've got decent muscle structure, and the thing I really haven't hit right now is actually triceps. So let's see here. There's only a few more minutes. It's time to go. It is time to go. So anyway, that was a quick pump, and we will see. I'm gonna get out of here, and then I'm gonna talk here a little bit more about it, what I'm planning for tomorrow. But I just wanted to get a quick workout. But all these structures are metal, so the service is terrible. I got a drink.
Because there was one.
Okay, I'm leaving the gym. It's 9 o'clock. I wanted to get that. I wanted to get the quick workout in, and just kind of get that pump, and then kind of see what the connection was like in there. And I've tried a different couple carriers, like on a couple different phones, and nothing gets good signal in there, and then the Wi-Fi is terrible, so it's too much metal. But that being said, my plan is basically tomorrow, I'm going to get everything set up for Pump Fun, and I'm basically going to have two computers running, and then the one phone that's just going to give me more versatile. This is going to give me more versatility, just to kind of move around, and if I want to show my screen on one, and you know, if I just want to have, like, if I just want to be full screen on something else, I can do that instead of just streaming the whole thing to and everything. But I'm going to promote Xena, and the thing is, on Pump Fun, there seems to be a lot of eyeballs on it. If you go to pump.fun and look at the live streams right now, because you know how they did that token launch, that was kind of one of their things, that they wanted to turn Pump Fun more into a social media platform. And one of the issues kind of previously when people would launch was they would kind of have to like rug pull their users, and that just wasn't a very kind of like good setup, the way it was set up previously. So the way it seems like things are set up now is when somebody connects their wallet within the Pump Fun ecosystem, part of those fees are going back to the creator in Solana. That way they're not as incentivized to dump their token. They're more incentivized to keep being a content creator and going live and doing more live streams. And some people are doing pretty good out there, and it's getting a lot of eyeballs and stuff like that. And I don't think everybody's kind of woke up to it, but when this thing takes off, I can see Solana definitely going past 500. So that being said, this might be, if you want to fade Xena, then whatever. But if you look at the floor of where it was when it launched 10 months ago, and you look at the floor when it round tripped, like everything round tripped, the floor this time around over the last couple months was higher than where it started. And that's what you need. All this stuff round trips. Bitcoin round tripped. ICP is on a trip to another freaking, it went through a black hole or something, so it's more than round tripped. You know, BNB round tripped, Ethereum round tripped, Dogecoin is round tripped, all that kind of stuff. You just need the floor to be higher than the previous floor. And with Xena, we're there. And if you look at it, it's like the market cap is like 3,500 or something like that, 3,300, 3,500. That's minuscule. So if I get on Pump Fun tomorrow and some people start throwing money at it, you know, obviously I can crank up quite a bit. So I think it can get a decent amount of traction if kind of cluing everybody in. So I'm going to probably try to be on there around 3 p.m. Eastern time. And then on Thursday, I'm going to the quarry and doing some cliff jumping and stuff like that. I'm going to try to live stream that too. Now I know out there, because I've been through it before, it doesn't have a great connection out there, so I'll have to come play with it. But all that being said, we will see. And there is a lot of attention on Solana right now, because if you see the Let's Bonk platform and you see Pump Fun, they're kind of fighting as a launch platform back and forth, and they are way ahead in the race. Solana is way ahead in the race as far as being a platform to launch things. And if you go back to the 2018 cycle, what was the situation that pumped Ethereum so much? It was because these ERC20 tokens, people were launching, you know, these white paper ICO tokens, and that's what pumped Ethereum. So if you go off of that, the clear winner here is likely going to be Solana, but obviously BNB is doing very good, and Tron is doing very good. All-time highs for the most part. I mean, obviously Tron had that peak up to 40 cents. Those have performed well. But, you know, even with a lot of the positive stuff happening around some of these other platforms, like ICP, I finally did get my code for Caffeine AI. So that's kind of a separate video in itself. But I did get the access code for Caffeine AI, and I have been able to use it. And there's definitely some positives and there's definitely some negatives, or just some neutral stuff. Overall, it's pretty cool. I'm glad I got access to it, and you know, haven't really, you know, we're talking a couple days. I have not got to use it extensively, but I figured some stuff out with the storage. Like I told you guys before, one of the things that I wanted to figure out was how are they dealing with big files for ICP, and they're not putting it directly on the canisters, because that's what I was wondering. I'm like, how are you dealing with this stuff over 2 megabytes? And they're basically putting it on kind of their own sort of cloud storage solution called Blob Storage. And you know, I don't know, you know, it's all the blockchains have had to come up with some sort of other situation, because blockchains traditionally have not been that great for storing large amounts of data. But anyway, they've come up with a solution a couple months ago, and they integrated that into the newest versions of Caffeine AI for ICP. That being said, for the next couple days, there's going to be a big focus on the Solana related stuff. And like I said, after this live stream, I'm gonna go ahead and put the Zenith stuff in there, and the DEX screener and all that kind of stuff, so you guys are getting somewhat of a prelude or a tip that you know, I'm gonna go ahead and go on Pump Fund tomorrow, and I'm gonna have a fiber connection. Guys, so it's not gonna be like me being at the gym and this thing keeps cutting out. Anyway, guys, that being said, leave some comments below. What are you guys buying on Wednesday? That could be a big day if they lower interest rates. You know, crypto could pop off. We will see. At the end of the day, follow me on all social media at Brian Phobos, YouTube, Instagram, Steemit, Twitter, Hive, DTube, Blurt, everywhere.